Hi, and welcome to my Tic Tac Toe that I developed earlier using Microsoft Publisher. So let me show you guys how it works. There we go. Just like any other Tic Tac Toe out there. So click on the message box and we get a winner. You can always reset and start a new game. Now we get a winner. So what I'll do now is take you guys straight into Microsoft Publisher and we put one of these together. So let's do that now. And welcome to Publisher. I'm going to start a new Tic Tac Toe game. So let's click on the blank page here. There we go. Now the next thing I want to do is let me go to Insert. First thing first, let's take care of the orientation. Let's change it to landscape there. And if you don't have the developer tab, which is right there, or the developer menu, you should be able to find that inside File, Options. Right inside Options, select Customize Ribbon. Within the Customize Ribbon, the developer menu, which is right there, should be checked. And then you click on OK. There. Once the developer menu appears on your menu right there, select the developer menu and then select this Visual Basic icon here, or you can always press Alt F11 as you can see it displayed. Click on OK. The next thing you want to do is select Insert, click on the user form and define the size of your form to approximately, let's go for the height of the form will be about 600, and let's make the width, let's make that 1030 there. The next thing you want to do is to add 2 frames, one up here and another one down here. Take it down about that. Then we need some buttons. Click in here, get a button in place. We need 9 of those. Select it all, hold down the control and copy. Alright, the next thing is let's get a label up there that will say Tic Tac Toe, and right here I also need one label here and another one here and 2 buttons up here, one here and one right below. Then we also need 2 more labels there. So let's speed up the design of this interface, and right there, this is how the whole interface looks right now. If I run it, let's run it and you see there's nothing happening. So all we need to do now is to enter some lines of codes. Okay, nothing is happening. So we have the player X and the player O right there, and both scores are 0 right now. We have a reset button and a new game right there. So click on, let's start by maybe double clicking on the reset button. So all that we want to do is to clear the buttons btn tac1 dot, let's say caption, I think it's caption dot caption, yeah, equals clear. And we will also repeat the same thing for these very captions button. So let's say btn tac1 dot back color equals as follows. So all I need to do now is, because my button is now, I will just copy that and change the numbers. So we have 2 here, button 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we need 2 more. 9. That's 8 and 9. So that is for the reset, but we also need to change the colors. It's 4 of those. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and let's change that as well. Okay, let's take care of the restart or new games. I'm going to copy all of those lines of code for the restart or new game. Double click on that and paste those right in there as well. And because we're going to disable all of these buttons, I might as well enable the captions, enable the buttons. Let's say enable equals true. Enable equals true. So we're going to repeat that there. So let's speed that up. And right here we've enabled all the buttons. I've also enabled button 11, which is the restart. That's it right there. It has been enabled as well. Okay, those 2 buttons have been taken care of. Now let's take care of the following. So back in here, what I'll do is let's create a function. Let's come down here. So I'm just going to call that, let's copy this anyway and change the names around. So let's say it's going to be called private sub enabled underscore false, enabled underscore false. Yeah, so all I need to do now is I'm going to copy all of this and disable it. Copy it all, come right in here and disable it all, so that becomes false. So that is a function that I'll be calling on when we are playing the game. Okay, the function is ready, so let's even save it before we proceed. So I'm just going to save that as publisher underscore Tic Tac Toe. Alright, let's save it now. Look for an area where I can save it. So just save it right in there. Save. Okay, now I'm going to write an option explicit here. Option explicit. And right underneath here, let's declare a variable. Let's say checker as boolean. And right there, let me write a function private sub scorekeeper. Let's say scorekeeper and close that. So for my scorekeeper, what I'm going to be looking for is if btn tag1 dot caption equals x and btn2 dot caption equals the value x as well, and btn3 dot caption equals x value. So that's a bit straightforward. So what will happen is we should get the following. So let's say btn1 dot back color. Let's change the color to something interesting. So I'm going to go for H800. Let's say 1, 2, 3. One more. Okay, that's my color there. So that will be the color for all of these buttons if they are all X. So I'm just going to copy that. Right, this one will be 2 and this will be 3. Okay, then we also need a message box. Let's say MSG box, message box, and the message will be the winner is team X. So that's my message here. Let's go for VB information here. That's for the icon there. So this will be message box, MSG box here. So the next thing we want to do is now my labels. So let's say label 3.caption equals label 3.caption caption plus 1. Okay, and if. So let's end if here. But before then, I also need to call. Let me call my enable. Let's say call enabled underscore force. Yeah, that's one of the. It's right here. There we go. It's right here. So I've just called that now. So that we actually sets the system to force. So that is one. The next one I want to have a go at is, let's look at this other one. Let's copy that. So if the winning happens to be 1 4 4 7, okay, that depends on the arrangement. So this is 4 and this is 7 here, so this should be 7. So what is my color this time? Let's change the color to something else. I'm gonna go for, let's say FF80 FF. If you don't know how to get those colors, they are all right here. You can always click and just choose whatever color you want right here. Okay, look at the back color. Whichever you select, you should be able to get the color notation, the numbers there. So that's my color. Copy and paste. And in this case, that's for the X as well. And we just increment my label there. Or maybe we should even change the name of this very label. That's label 3. I'm just going to call it LBL X. LBL X player, or player X, player X, LBL player X. So I'm going to copy that, come right in here and change all of these to player X, LBL player X, and that's for player X again. There. Now the next thing is, let's come back in and just change this one to LBL player. Oh, there. So that's done. Now the other winning pattern is going to be 159. So I'm just going to copy this. Let's change the winning pattern to 159. So when I say 159, this is supposed to be the winning pattern here: 1 2 and 3. Then 1 4 7 1 5 9. I suppose you understand the whole, you get the whole idea. So let's come back in here So where is it? My score here, scorekeeper 159, and change this one to 159 as well. And in this case, let's go for a different color. So I'm going to go for FF and alt 0, 4 zeros, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. There. So the other winning combination after this other one, that will be 3 5 and 7. Let's see, 3 5 6 actually, no, 3 5 7. That's the other winning combination, 3 5 7. So let's go for 3 5 7 there. 3 5 7. And the color combination, we change that to something to do with 808, maybe another 0 FF. So the choice is yours, whatever color you intend to use. And I believe you guys get the whole idea of how to arrange the winning combination. Okay, just arrange a winning combination in a function that you'll be calling later on. So with that, let me just speed that up. Okay, I've completed the lines of code for the scorekeeper. So have a good look at it. Might seems a little bit long, but that's fine. So it's all the same lines of code really. And there we go, that's it. So all that is left for us to do now is double click on this button here, and let's enter as follows: if checker equals false, then we want the btn tac1 dot caption equals x. Then in that case, checker equals true. There. And we also, let's go for an else statement here, else, and let's just copy this and paste it right underneath here. Then we change this to false, and this becomes right there. And if. Okay, so what will happen then is we have to then call our scorekeeper here, this very one. We're going to call that inside button 1. Right here. So call scorekeeper, and let's disable button 1 itself, so that the user won't be able to click on it anymore. Once you click on it once, that's it. Alright, there. And that is why I set everything to false once you click on it. Okay, now that is sorted. So the next thing is sort of like indent it so that you can see it properly. Alright, now let's go for number 2, button 2. So for button 2, I'll just copy all of this, come in here, double click on my button number 2, paste that in there, and change the numbers. That'll be 2 and 2 here, and 2 there. We're going to repeat exactly the same thing for button number 3. Come in here, double click on 3, paste, change the numbers, button 3 there, and number 4, paste, 4, 4, and 4, button number 5, and 6, repeat the same thing for 6, now let's come to button 7, paste, and change that to 7. Now come for button 8, paste, change that to 8, and now button 9, double click, paste, button 9, yeah. Okay, we've completed all of the buttons. Alright, so one thing, let me just point out something here. Right here I had to get this right because I did not enter the D, so make sure you have a D there. It should be called enabled, and that was supposed to be the name of my private enabled function that was created earlier. This one, that's the function that I was calling, or that I called. So that's it, guys. So what we just need to do now is to try out the program. So let's give it a shot. Yeah. There, we have no winner. So let's reset and start a new game. 0. We have a winner there. Reset. New game. Yeah, we have a winner there. And that's how you develop your own Tic Tac Toe using Microsoft Publisher. With that, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you enjoy it. You all have a nice day now, and bye for now.